one thing to say I'm coming to see one person, but to come and see two people, my father and my grandfather. Somehow we're still waiting at home for them to come back. We're expecting them to walk through the door, but being back here just reminds me that they're actually gone.
In the last 2 months, at least 4 members of the Muñoz family tested positive for COVID-19.
Mi hija y yo nos recuperamos en casa, pero mi esposo pues tuvo que ir al hospital y ya no salió de ahí. Y mi papá también perdió la batalla con el coronavirus.
Both men died one day apart.
The coronavirus has disproportionately impacted Latinos. We represent 18% of the US population now, yet we make up 34% of the coronavirus cases.
And in states like California and Texas, where Latino populations are concentrated, they're making up the majority of deaths.
What's contributing a lot of this is some of our historical inequities that have existed in our community for a long time. Our community doesn't have good access to health care or to receive the services that they need because they don't have insurance.
And even with insurance, high medical costs can often discourage seeking help.
We know that the medical bills are coming in, some are in the thousands, some are in the 10,000s. We're trying to find ways how we're going to cover those costs.
Our community is also the frontline workers. Only about 16% of our population can work from home.
My father worked for a meat packing company. In the meat packing industry, it is known to be a high risk for essential workers. He wasn't paid a lot because he didn't have a high school diploma. He didn't have any education, any certifications. So he continued working past retirement age because he wanted to provide for us.
Él siempre fue un hombre muy trabajador. Todo el tiempo él trabajaba para darnos lo que él podía.
Ernesto was ultimately infected with the virus at work.
These decisions, whether to go to work or not, are critical because many times there's just one individual in the family that's the key bread maker for the family. And so if they're without a job, how are they going to pay their bills? How are they going to support their families?
¿Quién puso este árbol?
Mi esposo. Sí, él los plantaba. Yo me siento muy destrozado, pero yo estoy haciéndome fuerte por mi familia, por mis hijos, por ellos, porque a mi esposo no le gustaría verme así caída.
That was the hardest thing for us, to know that he was there alone and that we couldn't be there for him, especially knowing that he's done so much for our family and that we couldn't be there to hold his hand. That was the toughest thing I've ever had to go through.